Hello! In this video, you can practice your listening. Now, I have one question for you today. What if you could learn English while you sleep? I know it sounds a little strange. You might be thinking, is that even possible? But stay with me. I give you my word that by the time we finish this lesson, you will know how it works, why it works, and how you can start studying English tonight, just by going to bed. Now, imagine this. You are tired, you brush your teeth, you turn off the light, you close your eyes, but while you sleep, your brain doesn't. Somewhere in your head, something amazing is taking place. You are not reading, you are not writing, you are not studying, but you are still learning. Yes, learning English, learning words, learning phrases, slowly, calmly, naturally, all by listening while you slept. No grammar books, no exams, no pressure. Just an idea. Listen to easy English pre-sleep and during sleep and let your brain make a memory of it while you dream. This idea is not easy for many to accept. They have the thought, I need to study hard to be able to speak in English. And yes, practice matters, but what if I said your brain learns when you're taking a break? And when are you most at ease? When you sleep. Your sleeping brain remembers more than you may think. Science has confirmed time and time again that sleep plays a crucial role in your learning and memory processes. Your brain listens. It repeats the language. It's kept within, like a silent helper that does its work while you sleep. So you wake up, and the English is a bit more natural, a bit more comfortable. Maybe you can make sense of a word you couldn't understand before, or possibly another phrase is easier on your mouth. That is sleep learning, and it's real. So I'm going to explain it all in this video. I'm going to explain what your brain does at night. I will demonstrate the kind of English you want to listen to. I will help you form your own sleep English habit, but I'll provide you with a real simple examples you can use immediately, even if you're just starting to learn English. Are you curious? Do you want to learn in such a way that it's not painful, not stressful, not worrisome? It's even easy when you're sleeping. Then stay with me. Take a deep breath. So let's start on your new English journey right here, right now, with your eyes closed and your mind open. Chapter 1. What happens in the brain when you sleep at night? When the world is quiet and you close your eyes, something very interesting happens. You might assume your brain shuts down when you go to sleep. In fact, it moves into a new mode of operation. Your body rests, yes, your arms and legs relax, your eyes stop moving, but your brain? It wakes up in a different way, like a hidden workshop that only appears when you are sleeping. Even as you sleep, even while your heart beats slowly and your breath is rhythmic, your brain is in motion. It is doing something vital, cleaning, sorting, remembering, and saving. Think of your brain as a massive library. You accumulate quite a lot during the day. Words, images, voices, sounds, feelings, everything you hear is like a little book. Each sound is a note on a page, but the library is also a mess. By day, books are flying around. Some of them are open, some are upside down, some are just half finished. It's noisy, it's busy, it's a little crazy. But then something beautiful happens. You go to sleep, and then the library goes silent. The librarian walks in, she moves slowly, she has a kind smile, she doesn't speak, she just works. All night, she's reshelving books. She sets the new words aside for you to revisit. What you do is extract the noise and retain the music. This is what your brain does. It stores memories, it remembers sounds, it repeats patterns, it brings order to the day's chaos, and it does so silently while you sleep. This is not just a story, it's also science. In 2012, some researchers made a rather fascinating discovery. They had people listen to short, simple sounds just before going to sleep. When they woke up later, after a sound sleep, the people could remember the sounds even better than before. The brain had retained the sounds it had heard during sleep. Without an effort, without memorizing, In other words, even when you don't feel as though you're learning, your brain is still listening, still remembering, still working. This is huge. If you want to learn English, you don't need to push. You don't need to stress. You can let your brain do its thing while you relax. Let me tell you a true story. Maya was a young woman. She wanted to improve her English, but she was busy during the day. So she experimented with something. One day, she decided to try something different. With that, she found a recording of basic English words and their meanings. The voice was slow and calm. She strummed it gently while getting ready for bed. She didn't take notes. She didn't bother trying to recall. She just listened, gently. Then she fell asleep. The morning after, she remembered a word. It surprised her. She didn't expect that. She did it the next night, too. After several nights, some more words came to her. They came to her without trying, like birds coming back to a tree. Her brain was ticking away quietly as she dreamed. No pressure, no tests, just sleep and sound. So yes, it sounds strange, but it is real. That's something you can pick up just by osmosis if you already speak English. Not like reading a book or sitting in a class, but in a softer way, a more natural way. Just as if I were learning the word to a song by hearing it repeated over and over, is the way I am learning to write, slowly, gently, and deeply. It's not magic. Your brain is built to do that. And when you use it in the right way, the learning can be tranquil and, in fact, beautiful. But perhaps now you're wondering, all right, I get that my brain can learn when I'm asleep, but what kind of English should I listen to? What is best? Should it be fast or slow, words or sentences? Should there be music or just voices? That is the next step in our journey, and an essential one. Chapter 2. What you should listen to before sleep and during sleep. Hence, you now know that your brain can learn while you sleep, but what to actually listen to. This part is very important. You see, there is no single type of English. Some is fast, some is slow, some of it has long, difficult words, some is simple and clear. Your brain craves one thing when you sleep: peace. It doesn't want a big fight. It does not want to fight. It wants to float. That's why the kind of English you use before and during sleep matters a lot. Think of it like this. Your brain at night is like a child ready for bed. It's in the mood for something benign. It wants soft words. It wants a calm voice. Give it some loud, fast English, and it will draw up the covers of its menu and say, "No, thank you." But offer it slow, simple English with short sequences of a few words each repeated softly, and your brain will smile and say, "Yes, I like this." So what kinds of English are best? Start with short words, simple words you already know or can work out. Then add simple sentences. For example, I am happy. This is my house. The sun is bright. These sentences may read as to fill, but that's the point. Easy is good. Simple is beautiful when you're learning in your sleep. Next, choose slow speech. If the voice is too rapid, your brain won't have time to jump from word to word. Keep in mind, it's not fully awake. It's functioning against a silent backdrop. So the voice should be gentle, clear, relaxed. Not as a teacher in a noisy classroom, closer to a friend reading a bedtime story. And repetition, of course. Repetition is the best way to remember words. If you hear it once, it might float away. But if you hear it 3, 4, 5 times in a row, it sticks like a hit song you hear over and over. So if you pick material that repeats key words and phrases, your brain will thank you. Another good idea is to choose English accompanied by peaceful background music. Music helps your mind relax. It sets the mood, yeah. You see and say that, but it makes the words come across softer, a little more slick, a little more like we want to hear your message. Think ocean sounds or soft piano or something with a heartbeat rhythm. You might try affirmations in English, basic, positive sentences. I am learning English. English is easy for me. I enjoy learning English. These are all gentle words, useful, full of good feelings. Or a brief bedtime story in English. Stories are like dreams. They put you there and then you remember. effortlessly. But for now, let's pause for a little bit of fun. Imagine this. It's bedtime, you're tired, you brush your teeth, you get under the blanket, you press play, and suddenly, boom, you hear a loud news broadcaster. Today's in Washington, Los Economicos Javicios has increased by 2.5%. Bureaus of the Global Attentus. Stop. Your brain goes like, what? Or worse, you stumble on a grammar podcast. Now let's discuss the past perfect continuous tense. Then your brain just goes, good night, I'm out. That's not what you want. That's similar to giving a baby spicy food. It's too much, too hard, too fast. Your groggy brain craves something soft and sweet, not grammar soup or business news. So what music should you play before and during sleep? Here are 3 kinds of beginner-friendly audio to check out. Number 1, vocabulary lists. These are plain